President Tinubu to address the nation on Democracy Day. Federal government declares June 12 public holiday to mark 2024 Democracy Day. Plus, NTA Uyo awards best staff for the month of May 2024. Details in just a moment. Good evening and thanks for joining us on the news. I am Umar Basi Edit. This broadcast is reaching you live on StarTimes channel 103 and our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. President Bola Tinubu will address the nation in a broadcast on the occasion of Democracy Day at 7 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, June 12, 2024. A statement by the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Chief Ajurin Gelele, indicates that television, radio, and other electronic media outlets are enjoined to plug into the network services of the Nigerian Television Authority and the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria, FRCN, for the broadcast. The federal government has declared Wednesday, June 12, 2024, a public holiday to commemorate this year's Democracy Day. The Minister of Interior, Lubumi Tunjojo, who made the declaration on behalf of the federal government, congratulates Nigerians on the occasion. Tunji Ojo reiterates President Bola Tinubu's commitment to positive reforms to revive the nation's economy and enhance security. While wishing Nigerians a happy Democracy Day, the minister calls on Nigerians and friends of Nigeria to appreciate the progress that has been made and look forward to a better future for the nation's democracy. And back home now, Akwa Ibom State Independent Electoral Commission, AKISEC, says the extension of tenure for Transition Committee Chairman in Akwa Ibom State will not hinder the Commission from conducting local government elections on October 26, 2024. This is from the AKISEC Chairman, Anyedi Kowak, while fielding questions from NTA's reporter, Itino Iba.
Is the closest to people in rural communities in Akwa Ibom State. And so far, the state government provides opportunity for interim leadership through transition committee arrangements. Even with the window of 6 months for transition committee chairman by Governor Moina, Akwa Ibom State Independent Electoral Commission says it has issued a comprehensive timetable for the election that stakeholders agree to follow.
AKISEC works on the electoral laws. The electoral law says elections should be conducted in 150 days to 90 days. We have come up with a timetable for the elections, which have been made public, and that timetable indicates that there will be election on the 26th of October. And since the election is not an event, it's a process. So you cannot just say tomorrow is election and you start election. That is why we have given that period of time so that we can follow details, duties one by one to the end of when elections will come.
According to the timetable, political parties are expected to conduct their primaries between July 22nd and August 26th, 2024.
It is an election that is open to every political party to go through the process of nomination, then file their own candidates. We have time that you have to complete your nomination. We have time that you have to come and get the nomination form from us. We have time that you are supposed to submit the form. We have period that if you have issues to substitute candidate, you substitute the candidate. We have period of campaign. We have period of close of nomination and the day for elections. So all this will have to be followed by everybody.
Anyedi Kowak assures of transparent process.
2024, because it's an election year, whatsoever election we are conducting, the swearing in will be on the 7th of December, because that is what the law says. So we think that we will conduct our elections and maybe still have 1 month to tidy up before the swearing in. I have my conscience. I come into the office to perform a job that I'm saddled with, and I look at the letter of doing that job. That is, what are the expectations? And I think that when I deliver this job at my own expectation, that will be my satisfaction.
The elected council chairmen are expected to be sworn in on December 7 in compliance with the electoral law. Etienne Oibanga, NTA News.
And away from election matters, General Manager of NTA-Uyo, Mrs. Alice Ugbe, says the organization is adopting new strategies to encourage productivity among staff members. The General Manager said this while announcing best staff of the station for the month of May 2024. Abasenya Ikpeyon reports that Clement Barakwi of the News and Current Affairs Department emerged best staff in the month of May.
The Best Staff Award was instituted as part of motivation efforts to encourage staff who have consistently stand out in their duties. For the month of May 2024, Clement Barikwi of the News and Current Affairs Department was announced Best Staff of NTA-Uyo and was presented with a commendation letter and cash reward during the weekly management meeting.
Best Staff for News Department, Mr. Clement Barikwi.
The General Manager NTA-Uyo, Mrs. Alice Ugbe, says acknowledging efforts of staff breeds motivation that will encourage hard work for the development of the organization.
Management therefore heartily congratulates you on your outstanding performance. It is hope that this recognition will spur you to attain greater heights in your assigned duties for the attainment of the organizational goals.
Direct Supervisor of the awardee and Assistant Director News and Current Affairs, Okwe Ekpenyong, noted that the recipient deserves the honor.
When the person is apt, when the person is up and doing, when the person is willing to learn, then we are saying the person is well able to be a better and a good follower. And that is Clement Barikwi. He has proven himself to be one of the best hands we have around here.
The NTA-Uyo Best Staff of the Month, Clement Barikwi, expressed his gratitude to the management for the gesture and promised to continue to put in his best for the growth of the establishment.
I see it as a motivation to do more, and I want to assure management and by extension NTA generally that I'm going to continue to do more, continue to put in my best.
The award, according to management, is just one out of many packages put in place to encourage productivity and hard work among NTA-Uyo staff. Abasi Anyanga Ekpenyong, NTA News.
Congratulations to you, Clement. And still ahead, football fans in Uyo expressed dissatisfaction over the poor performance of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Please and more when we return. Don't go away.
Oga Greg, you want to buy cough medicine again? Why haven't you gone for a test like I advised?
This your cough. You need to check Amo. When I had a bad cough, Madam told me to go for tuberculosis test. After the cough syrups didn't work, they discovered I had tuberculosis. After the free test, I was even treated for free. Now I'm fine.
Solomon is right. Oga Greg, check Amo. Make you dey sure because who no go?
No. Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Check Amo. If your cough is more than 2 weeks, it could be tuberculosis. TB test and TB treatment are free. Just call the National TB Hotline on 3340 or dial *3340# for more information. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people.
Oga Paul, now another cough medicine you want buy so why you no go do the test where I say may you go do?
Oga, make you go check this your cough. The last time I get this kind of cough when no gree go. Now do test where all the cough syrup where they drink no gree work. Then come do me free test and it can show say I get tuberculosis. The medicine when they give me all na free. Now see I don't well campaign.
Now true Callisto stop. Go check Amo. Make you dey sure because who no go, no go, no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Check Amo, make you dey sure. If cough don't worry you past 2 weeks, it be tuberculosis. TB test and treatment na free. Just call the National TB Hotline for 3340 or dial *3340# to get better information. This message now from the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people then.
Welcome to Prisma International Hotels, located at number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afagafort, Overback Road, Uyu. When it comes to hospitality industry, nothing compares with comfort, exquisite services, and top-of-the-world security. These are what make Prisma Hotels a household name. At Prisma Hotels, you are assured of lavishly furnished, spacious rooms and suites with complimentary breakfast, top-class blue sea swimming pool, VIP and poolside bars, as well as restaurant where African and continental dishes are served at pocket-friendly rates. These are not all. There is high-speed internet service, closed-circuit television, spacious car park, 24-hour power and water supply, sparkle laundry and dry cleaning services, and above all, combat-ready security operatives. So whenever you are in Uyo or you are a resident in Uyo, capital city of Akwa Ibom State, make Prisma Hotels number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afagafort, Overback Road, Uyo, your choice, and you will cherish the experience. For bookings and inquiries, please call 081-3166-6660 or 0915-509-9989. Prisma International Hotels, hospitality par excellence.
Glad to know you're still there. When one fails to plan, it is often said that one plans to fail. Now, for a civil servant who signs 35 years contract for active service, at what age of service should one plan for retirement? Tessie Umeri reports.
A new phase of life begins as he receives appointment letter, signing contract for 35 years or more in service. With hopes and expectations, a civil servant has dreams he expects to meet at the course of his career. But the clock waits for no one as it ticks in the midst of limited resources competing for so many demands in the life of a civil servant. What is the appropriate age for one to prepare for retirement?
As soon as you are engaged in any of this public work, start planning for your retirement. From the very day of your appointment letter, start planning for your retirement.
2-3 years of your retirement, you cannot have any good plan. You start planning maybe 10-15 years before your retirement so that you should have something tangible.
Danjuma Abdullahi is a retired civil servant. He says with proper planning, retirement should not be so difficult.
Most people experience challenges after retirement due to lack of planning. And most people are carried away by the goodies in the office and forget to plan. Retirement is not a time for active work. It's a time for relaxation, but at the same time, it's not a time for over-relaxing. You have to get busy. You have to get something that you are doing.
Views are diverse as respondents share experiences on how to save for life after retirement.
If the government can volunteer a dedicated month for workers, for just workers to be engaged in other things like mentorship, for 35 years, you believe me or you agree with me that that's a whole lot of time of developing yourself in this particular field or in this particular area. I don't think when it is time for you to retire or when you're back out there from work, it will be a thing of concern. You're just walking through. It will be like a walkway for you to enter your new phase and still give back to the society.
Although there is no specific age or time for a civil servant to start preparing for life after retirement, it is better to make hay while the sun shines. If you have not started, the sunshine might be today. In Abuja, Tessie Omeri, NTA News.
Akwa Ibom State, like other states below the Niger Delta belt, has been having its own share of flood disaster with attendant effect on lives and property. Correspondents report that with the early prediction by the Nigerian Meteorological Agency NIMET this year, the Akwa Ibom State government is mapping out strategies to reduce the effect of flooding to the barest minimum. Year after year, flooding has remained a perennial experience for residents in Akwa Ibom State. The onset of the rains and the release of water from the Lagdo Dam in Cameroon often leaves the Niger River overflowing, with a ripple effect on states within its lower belt. This further leaves thousands of persons displaced as houses and property are submerged. Farmlands are not spared, and in extreme cases, there is a loss of lives. Experts say the risk of flooding and impact on human and economic activities cannot be overemphasized.
Look at climate as a resource and also as something we have to harness for our advantage. Otherwise, we just take the nonchalant attitude, we will be overtaken by effects of climate change.
It's about being decisive about what we do, utilizing the benefit of data.
There are some places houses are not supposed to be burnt.
This year, the Akwa Ibom State government is, however, matching words with actions, as demonstrated with the recent inauguration of an underground flood control tunnel. Government also plans to demolish any structure built on water channels in order to mitigate flooding and collapse of buildings.
As it stands, government has no alternative than to bring down those structures so that channels for the water to flow into the main drainage will be created. It's an emergency situation.
Akwa Ibom State government says with proactive measures put in place alongside its flood control programs, the effect of flooding would be minimal in Akwa Ibom State. In Uyo, Umo Basedate, and now to sports. Football fans in Uyo have expressed dissatisfaction over the Super Eagles of Nigeria's 1-2 loss to Benin Republic in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier in Côte d'Ivoire on Monday evening. They are calling on the Nigeria Football Federation to caution the coach before it becomes too late. The report.
No, it was a sad experience. I felt heartbroken. I love Nigeria, so as a passionate Nigerian, it broke me down. I felt very bad. Once I just saw the scoreline and 90 minutes, I went to my room and slept.
11-year-old Abraham is among millions of sport fans in Nigeria whose faith in the national team was once again dashed. After playing a 1-1 draw with South Africa on Friday night in Uyo, the Super Eagles of Nigeria went ahead to record a shocking loss to Benin Republic in their fourth match of the World Cup qualifier in Côte d'Ivoire. These Nigerians say is unacceptable considering the quality of players in the Super Eagles team compared to their Benin counterparts. They argued that the loss was caused by the tactical and technical errors of the coach, urging them to sit up to stand a chance of getting closer to qualification to the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
I think Nigerian government now, or NFA, should dismiss Finidi George and form a committee among all the old Nigerian players. Make up about 30 of them, come out to them and tell them your duty is to qualify Nigeria in the coming World Cup. And once you put them together, let them go and bring out who they want to be their head.
For me, I think that the Nigerian football squad should put their heads together to make up something better and try their best to qualify for the World Cup.
Others blamed the players for their lack of commitment to the national team duties. It will be recalled that Super Eagles of Nigeria have played 4 matches in the qualifiers and recorded only 3 points from possible 12. Clement Barikui, NTA News.
And that's our package. Over now to Abasenya Ekpeyon for the news in Ibibio. Good evening.
Ekamba dai wuru kara iden yin aya tangiko onombono wo. Ekambu kara iden yin abo kutom ibaga kusene fyong de beba ofyong iti okiri swami. Ufokutomenti ye uyo eno na mutom ame fyong yi mbiri toro. Kwa ibo mi komo mesika mi ye mki bibion kire basenya ekpeyon ya ikobu mbongen mfon. Ufokutomenti sege mpo ebanga nutom mbuba umegewo kikpege nkowokara ebo kekpasok adiedo emana kesene fyong iti oke enomme adai wod kensio nkowokara disong kaiso mba adinamami ikpana mbuba umegewo anyeke ikpege nkowokara kusen edap iti oke ofyong ru iswami ekama dai wod ufokutom asege mpo abanga nutom umegewo ete aniedi ikoyiwak aketangami kini yenyeke niege neme ye kombok nyen ya ikubo yogombo ito kombok nyen
me wuru fogutum ken koko karket adon sikbere mono webanga keke nkangirong ado san ukara stetemi eno medai wur ken men koko kara ufang ariso nkaiso kifumo karamo basokadiedo e kamba dai wuru kara stetemi etu moeno adiana fyong itioket ano moneda iwur ken men koko karket ufogutum esege mpo ebanga ndutumo mega wo ke stetemi etange bo kemmimo imisi ubono mkpo mbuba umege wo kipere anyeke nkokukara ine na ubono mkpo amietang menka aboroboro enantesio awo mmo erpe kubok mbuba tongo ke usen edap yiba ke fyong itiaba wo usen edap yitio ket ke fyong ru iswami ado ete aniedi ko yiwak aboki yainam ndutumo umege wo meke iwang usong mi ku fogutum NTA abasen yang ekpeyong
Ekamba dai wod ufokutom NTA mali sugbe abo ke ufokutom ami esio me ufawusong nanga ufawusong unanga mkpo manasan udong anom me namutum adisen ifak namutum okombong nyen anam yagedi yongo ke ete Clement barikwi akedo anseki bong wuritoro ke ngwonda adinam utum ke fyong me iswami
Eno awo asan nidem anamutem akan ado adinam esekenam kerino mbun ufokutum udong yak esenifak enam ubiong utimemo neke yeketi usong Kofyong itianiswa 2024 Clement barikwi aba kikpeke uberutum ukombok ado ngwanda awo ame mekamandotum ufokutum uswanitub NTA uyo ebogo kenye adut eribo eno ukbono ntewo asan nifak anam utemokan kufo utemodo nko emanyong enonye mensionsio eno adai guru fogutum NTA uyo ma Alice ugbe kemme ikomo ama tangabo kerino mbono weno ukbono kufo utemodo kentani fak utemamo adu erino mbono wiberedem yudong edi kaiso nam obiang utemamo ntesanga kembet ye ubonompo ukara Nko usok medai wood kemme ubed utum kere ku fo utemodo emaibu ke Clement barikwi adut edibo ukbono adu kemme ikomo awu ke bogo ono ukbono do Clement barikwi ama kom me akamando tam ufo utemo swanetop NTA uyo anyongongo edika iso nam ubiang utemomo nyong dape ndaga ufo utemodo nko ufo utem NTA uyo emaibu ke no ukbono adu ke kem otumpo ammo ebono ke kitie abiki nwam mbonogu edisani fak nam obiang utemmo mfon mi kuyo uwemedi mo Samson okombok NTA
Akwa Ibom adokir kotume state kikpege Niger Delta asini mfnamong ndiongedem asi wogo fioro oyogidon ami asi daru wemo mmonowo anyonga biat inyene wonko Okombong nyin anam yagedi yongo ke ukara state ami enam nutumadi biyongo mmongu kwa anyeki swami yagi kubo yongo ito kombong nyin
enam edi yongo kiswa mmongu kwa aben fana asok mbono ke state mi Said me mari tongo inekide usop mbono wonko eseni mfana sia ufok yemme ini mbono ase kaiso asomo ke mong diongedam anam amiema tape atawa wo ini rente mo erongeba Inwang mewe seketo nkoro mention so mbongo minwango isi baya ke ndefon se a edeme miemari asede nsomso iyakampo ne kebono ami na menta ke fangami ebo ke dieke awimi na ma mpo ibanga ke ya dio kinisu iswami nko ukara steremi emaida keda kusop ekrebo ke eno mention so ufogutum me ndagutum mo edikan boke nampo ke tange banga disiongo mbio kusong mongedam ye mention sio utum fin abi wam ikpan ndiongedam edibiat inimbono ukanko enu ragadi kan boke mimo imission mention sio ufoxida kusong mongedam yesio mbaratoro ufong troro idi wuro imani biat mpom finidian
tembongin atriro mbubie yomi sasongo ke mpangutong tutu mpong asiere